Hello everybody, Gamer Melon here, and I know in the last episode I said I was going to go to Glacio, but we have a big change of plans because there was an update just announced, update B.O.O, and there is a bunch of changes, and we are going to go to Aatrox to have fun doing them. And also, I'm just gonna show you the patch notes right now so you can understand the most important bits and what I mean on why we need to go to Aatrox. Also, spooky outfit for spooky times. Okay, so here are the patch notes for the B.O.O update. I'm so excited because we had pumpkins last year and they were kind of cool to look at, but now they have a functionality that I'm very excited for. Pumpkins will still be cool though. Okay, so the first thing is there's a new thing, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Cauldrengia. I don't know. I don't care. So pretty much what it does is if you put the remains of pumpkins and other local flora on Aatrox, it will create that into a gas that then can be used to be put in the Exo Request Trade platform to get cool skins. So that's pretty much what we'll be doing. So there's the Cauldrengia, whatever. Then there's also some in the store. There are some new skins. I don't really care. I might get some skins, but probably not some of these. I have my eye on one skin that I might get, and then my favorite part is there are item descriptions in the catalog, because it gives like really important things like I think it gave slot information and power values. Power values are very useful, makes automating easier. And then also hydrazine can be stored in soil canisters now, which is really exciting. Not sure I'll ever have that much hydrazine since hydrazine is pretty expensive, but still a great change, and I'm glad they have changed all of these things. And oh yeah, so the reason why we're going to Aatrox is to do this event because we can only find the Cauldrengias or whatever on Aatrox. And with the new update, we're getting a new spaceship. I've decided that to switch from a small spaceship to a medium spaceship to go to Aatrox because we will be taking back to our base a lot of material, so 100% will need the extra space. Guys, look what I found when I was out exploring for resources. Let's go. Zebra ball. These things are very rare, and I'm so excited that we got one. We will definitely be doing shenanigans with this at some point. We will be saving the zebra ball shenanigans for another episode. Okay, so the first step for getting what you need is you need to find one of these guys. It's going to be protected by a bunch of plants that you'll need to kill off to get to it. Oh gosh, that was a close one. Then just grab this right here, and this will be a key component that you'll need for what we're going to be doing for the Exo Request Trade platform, and bring it back to your base. Okay, how to use these Cauldrengias, or however you pronounce them. There are 3 recipes you can make, all things that you can find on Aatrox. The first one is you find spooky squash, which spawn down in like these valley type places. You see like there's a bunch down there that you can go and mine. They'll give you samples plus seeds. And then the first recipe is 2 spooky squash samples right there. And it'll just cook up this and give us something. Okay, it's done. It'll give us Squasholine, which is the first event item that you will need for the Exo Request Trade platform. I think you'll need to get 160 of this, which is a lot of samples you'll need to get, and you'll bring them back and trade them in. Then, The second recipe is one spooky squash sample plus a mutant volatile Attacus seed. It has to be volatile. I don't know if it has to be mutant, but I think it does. So you'll put those two in there, and it'll give us the next gas or event item. And then the next item you'll need is whatever heck, I don't know how to pronounce this, that we just made. And you'll need about 120 of these for the second skin. Then the third recipe is another spooky squash sample plus a mutant elegant spew flower seed. Same restrictions, needs to be mutant and elegant. And that will give us this event item. And this I think you'll need 100 of? I could be wrong on that one. And that one's probably going to be the hardest one to get. These will probably be equal in rarity. Hopefully this one will be easy. But so now I am going to go collect a bunch of these things. We're going to bring them back to base, and I'm going to show you how to EXO request trade platform. So this is what the EXO request trade platform is, and you'll be loading all of your gas onto this thing to be delivered. Like, I'll just take this and put it on here, and you'll fill this up. If you have a gas container, you can fill it up there. I don't yet, obviously. So I was a little off on the numbers. It's 80 instead of 100 for the elegant flowers, but it's pretty much the same. So how it works is you have to send 160 squash, and then 120 Attacus, and then 80 elegant flowers. And once you do all of those things, you get these skins. The thing to think about is it costs 500 bytes to send this up, so having the gas container is definitely worth it if you can. It's not free to send this. So how it works is you'll just load all of your gases, and then you'll just send it off. Now see, I lost 500 bytes, but it's delivering, but credited for 8 items. So that's 8 items towards the goal. Now, most likely I will be doing all the grind off camera because 1, it's very boring, and 2, this is not a world where I'll be able to do it, but I will give you updates on what is happening. Now, one more thing I'd like to mention is that you get seeds from what you did, as in mining the squashes, and they're kind of cute, so we might grab a bunch of seeds and plant them around the base just for fun. Okay, so I just finished collecting all the seeds we will need, and I will be shipping that off. That's first one of 3 challenges done. And I've noticed that this one is actually a lot harder than the ones before it, because it took me like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours to get all the pumpkin like gas type thing, and I'm only done with 1/3 of it. So this is definitely a grindy process. But hopefully, if you guys have some friends that you can play with, you can make the grinding happen much quicker, because you share progress with friends. Bam, it's back. So, yep, Halloween helm. Let's go ahead and look at this. Here it is, Halloween helm. And, ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Not sure if I'll wear that normally, but that's not bad. I think I'll keep wearing that because, you know, spooky month means that. Also, one thing to note, I'm in another world's base. I might tour this at some point for you guys, if you want me to. Okay, I have just finished up getting all of the stuff we need for the second challenge, where we will get the endless fire. So let's just send that off, and we'll look at the skin when we get back. Okay, it looks like we just unlocked it. Ooh, that's kind of good. It's kind of like, what is it? Yeah, it's like this. Oh yeah, it's the same thing, only just purple instead of green. So it's like a reskin. Which one do I like better? I think I actually like the spooky better, actually, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm gonna keep my bumpkin equipped because bumpkins all the way. Finally. Man, that was a real grind. The last one where you had to do for the elegant spew flowers was so much longer. But I guess it's kind of worth it because I'm really excited for the skin that's coming out. But also, I got a nanocarbon alloy from that, which is actually, like, I mean, of course, it's the rarest resource in the game. And a couple of other stuff, so maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not, I don't really know. But I'm gonna load this up and we'll launch it off. Man, that was the longest one out of all of them. That one took like 3 or 4 hours rather than 2 or 3 for the other ones. That one was definitely a real grind. If it wasn't already grindy, then spew flowers made it much more. Okay, we got the skin. It's like it's a whole nother thing. It's like a separate item. Yeah, you have the shelter and the pumpkin shelter. That's crazy. Okay, well, wait, what was it again? Plastic, clay, resin, and cardboard. I'll get those resources and we'll print this. I have no idea what this is. This could just be a different costing shelter that looks different, but I'm actually really excited now. It's almost done. And it's done. Okay, what the heck is this? I'm gonna quickly bring this far away from my base so it doesn't mess it up, because I'm a little worried it might be just a different way to craft a shelter. Honestly, it's kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, there was a description, I could have read it. A bioengineered space base renewed for completing biofuel attainment operations. What? So is it just... Wait, what? Yeah, okay, it's just a different way to build a shelter. That's still really cool, though. Yeah, okay, it has all the power sources. I assume the purple glob is supposed to signify the fake RTG. Yeah, and it has its storage, like, little slots. Okay, yeah, so this is just a reskin with a different crafting cost, which is still really cool, because honestly, this is cheaper than the real shelter. It might have some slightly changed things. I wonder if there's a... No. Oh, yeah, here it is. No, it doesn't look like it has any stats different from the normal shelter. That's really cool, though. I'm excited for what they might add in the next updates of, like, reskin type things of, like, shelters and other things, because this one's really cool. Lastly, I liked this video with some tips about how to get the skins much faster, because they're kind of hard to get. I know we didn't do much in the survival world, but I think the new update deserved its own video. So, we got it done, so that's good. My first tip I recommend is that if you are going to farm pumpkin seeds for spooky squash samples, use stunted seeds, like the smaller ones, because they have a much smaller hitbox, so they're much easier to see. And also, if you look at the, like, while they're growing, like, see, if I were to plant this, wait, actually I should take a seed that I have to, or I don't, okay, whatever, doesn't matter. So if I plant this, it will say Astro Spooky Seed until it's grown, where it'll say Astro Spooky Squash, so that's a good way to tell. Also, if you guys aren't already subscribed, go ahead, subscribe right now, and thank you so much for watching. See, there, Astro Spooky Squash. And goodbye.